What's up, YouTube? D Collector coming back again. All right. Let's see where we at. All right. In the haulage, we are almost caught up. I believe previously I'd stated I was going to a con soon. I am recording this actively during the con time. But none of this is con stuff. That's coming later. So stay tuned. It's coming down the pipe. I'm going one more day. I've been one day already. Wanted to go ahead and get everything out of the way that I could. The only thing that I'm going to have left is some stuff that is or was purchased from a local guy I know. He does some garage sales sometimes. I bought from him during COVID when all the shops were closed. He's got great stuff, but the problem with him is he's got so much stuff and it's all crammed into his house in boxes that it's hard for him to find some of it. Yeah, I'll get to his stuff later on in a different haul, but nonetheless, I'll make sure to point that out when I get there, and we're gonna go on and get into this today. We are gonna go on and start off with some great half-price books finds. So everything you see from half-price books will be $2. I have been hitting half-price books hard here lately and finding some great stuff. And probably going to keep going. I'm not going to go this week during the con time just because I'd rather spend it there. But nonetheless, me and my buddy Jack, we're going to go hit it up. We're going to go find some great stuff. Hopefully I'll have some good stuff to show you guys. And yeah, we'll keep on the lookout. D Collector will be back. With that being said, let's get right into it. So, as I said, all this stuff is half-price books. I needed this. This is the first appearance of, or maybe not the first appearance, but maybe the first cover of Gwen bonded with the Venom symbiote in her storyline. Picked up this great, beautiful variant of Vengeance of the Moon Knight, #1 design variant. Love that book. Keeping with some of the other books I've been showing, a logo variant. Finally starting to round out. I've done the count on it officially now. I need 28 more issues and I'll have this whole run after I get everything shown to you guys. This isn't everything. I've got some more coming down the pipe, but for now, #11, #40, #109. I'm loving this series. A lot of great covers in this too. #119 and #129. Like I said, a lot of great covers in this. This is one of my favorite spider costumes out of all the spider costumes. So anytime that's on the cover, I love to see that. Just beautiful take on the spider look there. Keep on moving. Ooh, another great find. Actually, my buddy Jack picked that up and I had to trade him out of it, but nonetheless, great DC Universe logo. Didn't have this one when I had picked it up. Prime #1. This is Prime #2, the second print variant. Didn't have this, picked it up. I think I picked this up at my local LCS, so it must have just accidentally got mixed in. That's a Jenny Frison cover. Love that. Picked that up. Great book. She's doing a whole run of this. If you're a Jenny Frison collector and you don't know, she's doing a whole run of this Hello Darkness. Just so you're aware. Great, beautiful covers. Oh, was really happy to find this. The Peter Parker variant to Secret Wars #1. All his love interest there in the back. Was really kind of surprised to find this, especially for $2. Scooby-Doo Apocalypse #1. Harder to find issue, Jim Lee cover, great book from 2016. Was really happy to find this. I only need one more of this storyline now, and this is Batman 427, the newsstand variant. All right, I think that rounds out everything from half-price books. The rest of this stuff is going to be from the toy store that we go to, a couple of local pickups, a bunch of local pickups, and then some eBay stuff. When I get to the eBay stuff, you guys are gonna love this. I mean, it's great stuff. right at the end, so stick around. All right, I'll go ahead and show you guys these books from the toy store. This book got hot for a minute. Justice League International, issue number 18. Lobo versus Guy Gardner is a 2-part story there. This is Marvel Team Up featuring Spider-Man and Warlock. This is a minor key. I think it's one of the Infinity Stones is in this. Great book, especially for $4. I have been after these books for a long time. Great covers, great story. If you guys don't know, this is Christopher Priest's run, issue number 21 and 22. This is a minor key. Honestly, I think this is where Killmonger takes over as Black Panther, I believe is what this is. Great books, 21 and 22. Been looking for those for a long time, especially picking those up for $5 each. Really happy about that. Right. These I picked up strictly just because, well, you guys will see here. Oh, Blade, number 10 and number 11. And anybody that's already noticed, you probably already know, but if you haven't, these are both newsstand copies. Hard to find books. $3 a piece, was not going to leave them there. All right. That is everything from the toy store. Now we're going to get into some stuff that I picked up from the LCS. These are just the back issue books that I picked up. If you don't know about this, if you're an audio listener, go on to Audible, download this series, Impact Winter, check it out. They've got 3 one-shots based off of it already. I think this is going to be something one day. I really do. Good story, especially if you like vampires or kind of the macabre type of stuff. Give it a listen. This was interesting. I picked it up. It's based off of the issue before it that preceded it, which was the exorcism at the White House, I think, which is like already being optioned or something. But nonetheless, picked this up, read it. It's kind of interesting. I'm on the fence about putting it in my pull list. Everybody knows what this is. Batman, Absolute Batman 18 with a quarter owls in it. You can see Poison Ivy. And then this is actually Dick Grayson. Or sorry, no. That is Barbara Gordon. Now this story right here, The Thing on the Doorstep, number 1 and number 2. Let me tell you something. If you like a thriller, a mystery, a horror mystery thriller, give this book a chance. The first page, look, let me just give you a little taste. The second page, you turn it on. You turn it in. You see this guy. Bang. He's dead. Second thing, right off the rip. So, give it a chance. Give it a try. Check it out. It's different. Let me know what you think. But this right here, I did not know. Actually, I got this book. I put it on my pull list. Number 51. I went to my LCS, looking at some of the previews for the stuff that was coming out. That's how I got most of this stuff. And I was like, this sounds interesting. I read the synopsis on it. These guys all end up at Area 51. And I didn't know this. This is actually a Jock cover. But not only is it a Jock cover, it is an entire Jock interiors. So give that a chance. Check it out. It's from Mad Cave. Don't read a lot of any of their stuff, but this was like the first thing I think I've ever read by them. Nonetheless, I was actually kind of impressed. Good book. Great story. Very, very thick book, especially compared to most new books today. So give them a chance. All right. Okay. Now we're going to go here. All right. So, as you guys have noticed, I have picked up a little bit of a theme lately and have been finding these all over town. Picked this up at my one of my LCSs, the one that gives me the bulk discount when you buy X amount of books. They give you X amount % off. If you spend $100 there, basically you get 35% off. So this unfortunately didn't count because anything behind the counter doesn't count towards that, but we'll get to some other stuff. Nonetheless, $15, DC Universe logo variant. I'm definitely getting that. All right, this stuff right here, found in the dollar bin. All right, these were great dollar bin finds. Couldn't even believe they were in there. Ultimate Fantastic Four issue number 30. issue number 23, issue number 22, and of course, the one everybody wants, issue number 21. All Marvel Zombies books, all found right there all together in the dollar bins. He had just put them out apparently. I took him up to the counter. I was checking out, and he said, "Man, you know, you had a great little find there. Good job." And I was like, "Yeah, I mean, they were in there. I appreciate it." So, he said he went through them all, left some stuff in there for people, and I was really glad to have been the first one to pick them up. So there it is. I'll probably actually end up throwing these on eBay. I'm not a huge Marvel Zombies fan, but if anybody wants to trade me out of them or something, maybe hit me up on here. We'll see what we can work out. But if they don't sell on eBay, I'll probably just keep them because I don't have other copies. So that's where we're at. All right. So I mentioned that store gives you a discount if you buy so much. He actually has 3 different locations. Those were all from the first location. I've got some books later on that I'm going to show, some bigger books that I ended up getting from that location where I got those at. But we're going to move to the second location for now, and I did get a bulk discount here. Let me grab these. It's a big stack, so stay with me here. So for everything in this stack you see, I paid $127. All right. Start with the dollar books. Great Supergirl cover there. Picked that up, could not leave it. Very quietly cover. Went ahead and picked this up. As I said, I love this spider cover. Issue number 98. I am actively putting this run together. Needed this one. Spider-Man number 9, Miles Morales. Could not leave this there for $1. Phantom Stranger issue number 29. Another great book. It is beat up though. As you can see, you know, it's got some water damage and some crinkling, but it's complete. And for $1, it was definitely hard for me to just leave it there. All right. Another great book and a newsstand at that. First appearance. All right. Oh, I picked this up because this is... Anyway, I got 2 copies of this. Fantastic Four issue number 56. This is... I forgot to write my notes. Somebody's first art, I believe, in comics nonetheless. Great book. Look it up. Fantastic Four number 56. Okay, picked up a bunch of these Fantastic Four books I didn't have. This has to do with the TVA, FF 352. Love this cover swipe, FF 391. This is and does have a first appearance in it, but again, I forgot to write my notes before I started this video. I apologize, but this is the annual number 25. And I love this cover. This is also a minor key, but unfortunately I cannot remember what it is. I'm not super versed in these Fantastic Four books to remember them all enough, but I picked them all up for a reason. So check them out, look at them. You know, the Key Collector, the CLZ, whatever your favorite app to use for those types of things is. Give them a chance, look them up. Most of them are listed on there. All right. Let's see. The first cover appearance of Tombstone, Spectacular Spider-Man 139. For $1, was not going to leave it. Another first appearance that is this the first cover of Jubilee, I think? I think that's what this is. X-Men Annual 13. And another X-Men Annual number 12. Right. One of these, I believe, is the first cover appearance of Jubilee. Keep on moving here. Was not going to leave. Oh, sorry. All right. That's all with the dollar books. All right. So, everything else I got, I put together for the bulk discount. Got me to over $100, well over $100, and brought me down. So, go on and get into this. Beautiful Swamp Thing cover number here. Or cover number 13, issue 13, beautiful Swamp Thing cover, if I could talk here. I don't believe this is Bernie Wrightson, though. I think he stopped at issue number 10, I believe. but nonetheless, still a beautiful Bronze Age book. Another beautiful Bronze Age book right here. Right. I think this is something, I'm pretty sure this is Neil Adams, but I do believe there's another key to this. But honestly, I got it just because, one, it's a beautiful cover. And two, it's a great story. I've been collecting a lot of these old Silver and Bronze Age keys like this. So that just fit right on in. Another one. This is the first Brave and Bold. This is Brave and the Bold 51, the first team up of Hawkman and Aquaman. All right. And I love this cover. Classic. I believe it's Infantino. But Mystery in Space, issue number 40. Seen this in the back issue bin. Figured out what it was. Could not leave it there. Just in case you don't know, this is Ghostly Tales. Issue number 115. But this is actually, for $6, an original Steve Ditko cover. Beautiful book. Love that. Was not going to leave it. Was actually also surprised to have found this there. This is Solar Man of the Atom, issue number 3, I think? 4 maybe? Anyway, it's the third appearance of Solar, so I do believe it is issue number 3, and it's the second appearance of his, what's his name? His arch nemesis. I can't remember it. Shoot. All right, just a couple more books from there. Pick this up, another great classic cover, Undersea Agent, issue number 3. And then actually went ahead and picked this up because everybody loves Roadrunner Wally Cody, right? This is Beep Beep, issue 12, I think. I can't remember the issue number. It's not listed on here, but I want to say it's like 8, 10, 12, something like that. But for $12, especially plus the discount, I went ahead and just picked it up just because I like the cover. And then this one was probably one of the best ones, if not the best book. This is Green Lantern, Volume 2, issue number 77. The issue right after the one that they say ushered in the, or was the last issue of the Silver Age. Right here, as you can see, it's issue 77, that issue 60 or 76, and this is actually the second time that this logo is used and that they team up together. So great book. That's in high grade. This can go for way more than this, and this book is in really nice shape. So, like I said, for that whole stack, everything from the dollar books to there, paid $127 for. I love going in there, putting a stack together like that. Sometimes they'll even do you even better if you work with them a lot. I didn't really haggle. The girl that worked there, she does a really good job of taking care of people that she knows that comes in there and actually cares about the books and things like that. So I probably could have did a little bit better, but honestly, they've done me so many favors and done me so well that it was hard for me to argue with the price. So went ahead and took that. All right, now we're getting into some good stuff. It's not all great stuff, but it is all good stuff in my opinion. Some big, some not. We're going to go ahead. We're going to start with this one. This isn't a crazy big book or anything. You can find it on eBay. I paid $10 after shipping and tax for it. He was nice enough to actually have sent it in this top loader. It's a beautiful book. It's a Mark Brooks cover from Spider-Gwen number 4. Really, other than that, that's all it is. It's just a beautiful Mark Brooks book. All right. Moving on. Picked this up after shipping and tax. Paid $33 for it. This is... Oh... I just had it in my head. It's not the Hector Hammond book. Shoot. Oh, this is the first appearance of the first Green Lantern, but I can't remember his name. But decent book. All right. Went ahead, picked this up. Really happy to have had this. This is Something's Killing the Children. Issue number 1, but I believe it's the Comics Pro exclusive variant. So really happy to have found that. I would love to go to a con, see James Tynion and have him sign all my stuff, but I don't know if that's in the cards for me anytime soon. Okay. Ooh, all right. I actually bought these two books with another book, but I've already shown it in a previous video. It was the graded Teen Titans 12. So, picked that Teen Titans 12 book up and got these two along with it. This is Strange Academy #1, the 3rd print variant, and the Carnage USA #4. I believe this actually completes my Carnage USA #4 series, or my Carnage USA series. I have 1 through 6 already, I believe. But nonetheless, really happy to have had it. And no, sorry, I did not get these with the Teen Titans 12. I got these two and a Miss Marvel #1 2nd print. And for all 3 books, I paid $24 for all 3 shipped to me. So really happy to have found that. Check this guy's eBay page out. He does auctions every week. I'm buying all kinds of stuff from this guy. If you want to give him a look, his name on there is Indie Comics, or Indie Comic Books. If you type in Indie Comics, he'll pull up as one of the sellers. Picked this up. My buddy Jack got this, and actually I bought it from him. So shout out to Jack. Thank you, sir. First appearance of the Silver Age Mr. Terrific. These are from that same guy that I just showed where I got the Carnage USA from. This first one I did get with the Teen Titans book. So I got this and that Teen Titans book for $62 shipped. Which, as I told you guys before, that Teen Titans book, the 9.4 first Batman Who Laughs, it was hard to pass on. So there's that. These come from the same guy. Okay, got this amazing Elephant Man Jenny Frison cover, and this book right here goes right along with that other graded 9.4 I got. This is the B cover variant. Got both of those for like $23, I think, something like that. So great little finds right there. All right, we're gonna keep on moving, get into some better stuff, some more of my favorite stuff. This book right here, I don't know if any of you guys play, I don't know if any of you guys are fans or listen to the books or whatever, but I listen to and play Dungeons and Dragons. So there's a book series called The Legend of Drizzt. Drizzt is one of the most popular D&D characters, if you're not familiar. Well, this book, unbeknownst to a lot of people, and I've actually shown his first appearance in comics on here before. It's a book called Homeland, and he's on the cover. Well, I just learned about this. This is from a video game from back in the, I believe it was the mid to late 90s. And it was called Baldur's Gate. It's a computer game. If you're familiar with D&D, then you'll probably be familiar with it. But I didn't know that this book, or that video game, released with a promo comic. And this is actually, in the book, it has a cameo of Drizzt. So, if you're a D&D fan, if you don't know about this, if you're a video game fan, give this thing a look. I found it on eBay, picked it up immediately as soon as I seen it listed, hit the buy it now button. A lot of times when this thing gets listed, it gets listed at $100+ just because it's hard to find as it's a promo book. You know, there was one listed a few months ago, and I was actually searching on my comic shop, and I seen it on there, and when I clicked the eBay link, it took me to it, but it must have just ended because it was still on my comic shop's website, and they're pretty good about taking their stuff up and down pretty quick. So it must have just sold. Well, I waited like 2 or 3 months, because this was back around Christmas when I first found out about it. And like a few weeks ago, there was another one that popped up, but they had it listed on eBay, and it's still listed, I believe, for like 200, a little bit more than 200. Well, I was searching on eBay the other night, just laying in bed. It was late at night. It was like 2 a.m. And I clicked on the save search I got for it, and lo and behold, this was on eBay for $40 or $35 or something like that. I could not check out fast enough. So I went ahead, paid for it. It's not perfect. It's not near mint. but it's probably like a 7580 copy. It's got some spine ticks on it, but it's complete, and this is the book. So love that. Great pickup. Could not be happier with this. All right, keep on moving. Keep on moving. They got this off eBay. Another great Batman book. This is, if you're unfamiliar, the first appearance the first appearance of Talia al Ghul. This is her here on the cover. Batman has to save her from the League of Assassins. And then from there, you know, everything happens the way that it does. But nonetheless, we're going to keep on moving. I did not pay this. That was just on there when I got it, so ignore that. Also ignore the sticker on this one. But this is another great book. Very happy to have gotten this. I ended up getting it for less than half of this price at auction on eBay, but don't let it fool you. This book is not the best copy. It's pretty beat up, but it's, hey, low grade's better than no grade, baby. That's what I say. You know, it is what it is. It's complete. It's all there, even with all the rough edges. So we're going to keep on moving on. This is The Origin of Dr. Doom, in case you didn't know. FF Annual number 2. All right. Keep on moving. Here we go. Another great book. Silver Age Green Lantern, issue number 6. First appearance of Tomar Ray here. And one of my favorite books. I think it's extremely undervalued. Could not believe it. I picked this up at a great price. This is Green Lantern, issue number 9. The second appearance and the first cover of Sinestro. I picked both of those up for like 140 bucks. Was very, very happy to have gotten those. Oh, this one's funny. I was actually watching this auction for this book, and I put, you know, I'm one of those guys that I'll watch a lot of auctions, and if I don't think I'll win a book, I'm not going to wait till the last second to bid. I'll put my bid in at my top dollar, and you know, with probably a minute left, 30 seconds maybe, and you know, if I win, I win. If I don't, I don't. This is one of those books that I did not think I was going to win, but baby, did I win. This is Green Lantern 59, the first appearance of Kyle Rayner. When Kyle Rayner takes over. And it is what it is, you know. This book is hot. I put a bid in it. I think it was like 150 maybe, and ended up bringing it home, kind of by accident. You know, I was like, there's no way. You know, at the time the bid was 140 something, I think, and there was, like I said, about half a minute left, so I went ahead and just threw a bid of 150 out there on it, and nobody else bid. That's what it was. It come home with me. So, you know, I wasn't anticipating about this that day, not very seriously at least. And sure enough, here it is. That's where we're at. Oh, all right. Now we're getting into the real stuff here. All right. So, anybody who knows much about comics is gonna know most of these. You know, I've got 5 books left. Most everybody will know 80% of them. We're going to go ahead and start out. A beautiful, amazing, another jock cover that has become an instant classic, essentially, since the day of its release in 2011. This book is on t-shirts. It's on merchandise. I mean, it's been homaged. It's got reprint after reprint. You know, there's 2 or 3 different reprints of this book now, and it's just became a cult classic, kind of. So, very, very happy to have found this. Got it at auction from that guy on eBay that I keep shouting out, Indie Comics. Thank you. Cannot thank you enough. Picked this up. This is probably a near mint copy. Got it for less than $200, mixed in with a couple of those other books that I've shown. And, you know, I think the actual price I got it for was like $175. It's not the best price for this book, but honestly, I don't think this book is going to get any cheaper, guys. If you're a collector, if you're watching the market, I'm telling you, I don't think this book is, I've been after this book for a while. I've kind of watched the market on it for a long time, and I don't think it's going to get a whole lot cheaper than this again ever. If it does, then the whole rest of the market probably will as well, because with this book being what it is today, the market is going to, if this book moves in either direction, it's probably a good telltale sign where the market's at. All right. Now, this book come from overseas. This is the first book I have ever bought from the UK. I was messing around on eBay one night, seen this on there, ended up shooting the guy a message, and we worked out a deal, and he sent it to me, and I could not be happier. For those of you who know what this is, you'll probably know right off the bat. No pun intended, but this is Detective Comics issue number 226. And this is an amazing, I think it's Silver Age, early Silver Age though. But this is the second appearance of Martian Manhunter. And actually, Batman tells Robin in this book that he used to wear the Robin costume when he was young, so or something like that. But nonetheless, this is the second appearance of Martian Manhunter. It's not a perfect copy by any means, but it is complete. It made it here safely. It is a nice, presentable copy. I'll probably upgrade it eventually, probably no time soon, because I've got so much other stuff I'm after. But if you're after some good Silver Age books, I'm telling you, DC books are where it's at right now. And that's not just because of the gunverse that they're making or anything like that. I legitimately believe that these DC keys are undervalued. I picked this book up right here, a major second appearance, for less than $350. After taxes and shipping, it come out to like $340. So, you know, that's especially these second appearances, these DC second appearances. Most second appearances, DC or Marvel actually, are pretty cheap usually. But nonetheless, I could not be happier with this book. This is one of my favorites in my collection now. Unless I upgrade it, this is going nowhere. So, you know, if you ever see it in the wild for cheap, definitely pick it up. Don't pass on it. Great book. All right. These last three here, I'm pretty sure most everybody will know what they are, because they're all pretty big keys. Now, this one right here, I got from the same guy that I was talking about, owns the 3 shops where he offers the bulk discount. You know, he just got this in. I happened to walk in the day after I bought another big book. Actually, it's going to be the last book I show you. But nonetheless, I walked in. He just pulled it in that day, and I snagged it right out of his hand. FF52, the first appearance of Black Panther. Got this. This is a solid mid-grade copy. It's probably somewhere between a 4 and a 5. I'm considering really heavily about getting this book graded. I got this for $350 from him. Could not pay fast enough. I did not have a copy. This one's really nice. Other than this crease right here along the cover, this is just a beautiful book. The spine is well intact. There's no tape or anything holding it together. It's not all beat up with this tough black cover like you see a lot of times. So very happy to have gotten this, and could not thank him enough for working that deal out with me. All right. This book right here I have been after for at least 2 years, if not more. I'm a Moon Knight collector, as you guys know that. Moon Knight, Power Rangers, Jenny Frison. I've got my things like everybody else does. But this book right here is hard to find. And it does not matter when or where you look. It just does not come up often. There's a couple of copies listed on eBay, but they're all graded. They are all high priced, $1,000 or more. So when this popped up raw, I could not message the guy fast enough. I want to give him a huge shout out. Thank you. I'm not going to put his name out there or anything, but we worked a deal out on eBay together, and if you end up seeing this, man, I greatly appreciate it, like I told you in our messages on there. But this book right here is a holy grail for me. This is it, Moon Knight, #1 from 2014, and this is the Bill Sienkiewicz 1:75 ratio variant. Like I said, this is a pretty close to near mint copy. It's not a 9.8, I don't think, but it is probably at least a 9.2, 9.4. I'm gonna get this pressed and cleaned most likely and sent in to get graded, just because I don't want anything to happen to this book. I'm not huge on getting books graded, but the books that I really care about, I believe in protecting. And for me, the ultimate way to protect them is to get them in something better than just a bag and board. You know, the top loaders are great, but at the end of the day, if you can have it slabbed, if you can afford to get it slabbed, and it's a high value book, I think that you probably should. It's not for everyone, I understand that, but some things I think are you know, just better that way. This is no exception to that rule. I think this book is best graded. As low print as it is, as beautiful as it is, as hard to find as it is, in almost any grade it is valuable just because of those same factors, and that does not change for me either. So again, just so you guys are aware, I ended up paying just over $500 for this book. That's after taxes and shipping. I think we worked out a deal. You know, he packaged it very well, so the shipping was kind of expensive, but nonetheless, very happy to have found this. And in the same vein as that being a great cover, almost everybody is going to be aware of this one, and this book may be one of the most valuable books in my collection now. This book right here is absolutely gorgeous. Got this from the same guy I got the Black Panther from. He had just gotten it in. A guy brought him 3 totes from the public library, he said. And the totes were donated to the library by someone that didn't care what was in them, didn't even know what was in them, probably, he said. And, you know, nonetheless, he ended up getting it from the guy at the library, paid him for him. The guy was happy to get whatever the shop was willing to pay him. So, but he ended up having a House of Secrets 92 out of this deal, and this book, and some other stuff. So, he said he pulled this out of there. And look at the immaculate, beautiful shape. Let me get this out of the top loader and get rid of this glare. I mean, this book is absolutely just gorgeous. I don't know what else to say. You guys know what this is. Batman 227, Neil Adams, homaging Detective Comics number 31. This is the closest I'll probably ever get to a Detective 31. And with that being said, I hope you enjoyed the haul. Let me know what you think in the comments. Like and subscribe. Share the video if you want. Holler at me. Let's talk about things. I like comic books. Holler at y'all later.